What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM24 series where we look at young talent on Football Manager and we see how they get on over the course of their careers. Both players that I pick, that I'm curious about, and players that you pick in the comment section as well for me to take a look at. So before we go any further, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. It really does help the channel out massively. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by April 20th. Unlikely to happen because, you know, the channel's been hit and miss this year due to ongoing issues. But it'd be cool if we could do that before my birthday. So I'm trying to, in this video today, really help my speech out, because that's the thing I'm trying to solve in these videos is my speech. I do talk fast. It's something I'm trying to address, but it may be just who I am and I can't help it at the time. So I'm going to try. So let me know, guys, in this video how it sounds. I'm trying my best, but what can I do? If it's who I am, it's part of who I am, it's going to be a problem. So today's player is Rory Wilson. So this is the player that's been suggested by a viewer. So if you want a player to be looked at yourselves, like I say, in the comment section, put as much info as you can. Name, position, age, nationality, all that stuff, just so I can find images on data and go from there. So we are on the PC, we are on the laptop, but it should not be an issue with this kind of recording. So Rory Wilson is a young Scottish striker who looks like he's going to be just an out-and-out poacher striker. Honestly, not got much in technicals as of right now. Of course, we're going to be doing a few years ahead and look at those things. And straight away, I think the pace and acceleration is going to be very, very good. Just because he's 13 already, he's like 13 already on both of them, and he's only 17 years old. So he's got a max potential rating of 160. I had to set it to that. But I think key thing here is look at the attributes that we've seen here with the finishing and the first touch. And I think you're going to see somebody who's going to max out those already high attributes. That's my theory. You know, doesn't mean he's going to be a bad player. We'll see. So we've done a scout report on him. I've done it with Manchester United. Just because it makes sense to do it for pure consistency reasons. So he's got 1.5 star current ability according to the scout report and 2.5 star potential. But again, you know, this is my scout report. You make a different scout report, but just for the sake of consistency, I've stuck with United. They are saying he's fairly susceptible to injury, so we've got to keep an eye out for that when we get to this review. He's a fairly consistent performer. This is a fair amount of pace. Balanced and normal personality, yeah, not bad. Would join Manchester United. He hasn't got a contract recently signed, so that's good for you. 22, it was signed, no release clause, not surprising given he's English. Looking at his tactical screen here, he's weak on his left foot and very strong on his right, and no player traits at this moment in time. So valuation costs 100 to 300k, but that means next to nothing I found this year. Right then, let's go for the first 3 years just to see how he gets on early on. Alright, folks, so we can see here he's now 20 years old and he's still at Aston Villa, and not much increase in his valuation, but the attributes of technicals have increased a bit. Obviously, the one that stands out, well, the two that stand out really are the finishing and the first touch. Both at the 14, so is the flair and teamwork, and physicality is starting to increase. That is kind of a standard. You guess that would happen as he gets older. The pace, obviously, acceleration, and the two. Oh, jumping reach is actually pretty high as well. 15. So sorry guys, I forgot to reset the height. It's on the laptop. It's not going to be a permanent thing for much longer, I don't think. So I've not really done anything I would do on a PC. So first thing I want to look at is that injury record, because he did say, obviously in the review, or the scout report I should say, that he has got a tendency to get injuries. Look at this here, I'm not overly concerned by this. But I always say, when it says susceptible to injuries, doesn't it mean, I would assume it means amount of injuries. So it depends how it goes. If he gets a lot of niggly injuries, then it's not too bad. If he gets a lot of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months injuries, then okay, it's more concerning. So look at how he's got on at Villa. So I'm guessing not much to the first team football as of right now. He's got a little bit, 1 goal, no assist there. Then barely only there, but obviously in the non-competitive side, got 10 goals. Then this year he's played a bit more first team football in the league and cups, and he's got He's even got a goal in Europe, actually. He's got 4 goals this season, so he's starting to get into the team more. And I think he's got a very good striker here. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a release clause in here. No, there isn't. Contract about to expire for a free transfer, so we're probably going to see him move someone for a free. Honestly, for a decent mid-table Premier League striker, he's not bad. And in the right team, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could take your chances. I think mental stats need to be improved, but he's only 20 years old, so we've got to factor that into the equation. The injury table does not worry me, at least in the first 3 years at least anyway. So yeah, really solid striker, needs more first team football from the start. Let's see if he gets it elsewhere, or if he even uses contract last minute. Alright folks, on to Millwall, and I'm assuming they're in the Championship. They are in the Championship. And again, the attributes that we're keeping an eye on are the acceleration, the pace, the finishing, and first touch, and they are still the highest stat on him at this moment in time, 24 years old. So, injuries, that's the one we keep looking at. Okay, this is more concerning. At the top here, we've got quite a few here from 2028 to 2030, and it's 4 weeks, 2 weeks, so it's a bit more concerning. That might, because he's getting more first team football, so he's and more starts, so he's playing more games. So that's something we need to look at, and it's for the 3 of the injuries are the same one. Or if you want to go for 4 for the same kind of injury, which is sprain. So again, this is my review. Your say may be different. So yeah, free transfer, we expected that because contract was about to expire. And straight away, as you can see here in the Championship, there's more games, 33 games, and there come the injuries. So that scout report would seem to have some weight to it. But again, we'll monitor this and see how it goes on. So he's got 13 goals, 3 assists, and then he's got 13 goals, 0 assists. He's currently got a £31 million release clause from Millwall. Again, not relevant for your save because every save will be different, but it's relevant in this context of this review. Worth £6 to £18.5 million, so that release clause is actually a pretty smart one. It just protects the valuation of the player. No one's going to pay that much money, I don't think, for him anyway. But it's good for it's smart for Millwall to pay that, to put that in there, so they have to get that. They can accept less if they wanted to, of course, but you know, it's good that they have that in there. So development here, again, nothing on there. That's why I didn't really mention it. But again, you know, I think he's a very, this is going to sound bad, but it's not, basic striker. I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, he's not going to be overly technical. He's just going to get in the box, hit it in, cut the net with his left foot, score the goals. That is literally what he's going to do. So I don't think you should be really concerned by this guy at all. But that's my opinion on him. Right then, let's continue. I want to see if he gets back in the Premier League. Alright folks, he's now at Fulham, and I'm assuming they're in the Premier League. And they are in the Premier League. And straight away you can see there's been a jump up here. His current ability is at 157. So this is what it looks like at his peak. And straight away you can see the finishing of first touch, also the crossing, dribbling, corners, technique, physicality is increased. Mental stats are relatively stayed the same, but they're still very good for a 28-year-old overall. He moves into channels and plays 1-2, so he's definitely been trained a bit better. Now, of course, Premier League clubs have better training methods and all that kind of stuff, so that could be a factor in this. But again, let's look at the injuries. So, okay, we've got a lot of them on here. But it's not as bad as it was down here when it was like the sprained knee ligaments. Up from 2030, with that bruised shin. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Looking at that, you take away the ones that are days, it's not too bad. So I think what you're looking at here is this is what fairly susceptible injuries would mean. It's not severity, it is the amount he gets. But again, you look at it, he's been okay in this regard. He's got 6 days, 1 day, 6 days, 3 days. You know, take those out, and then it's not as bad, is it? Not ideal, but it is something we have to give now. When he gets like low fitness, don't play him and give him more rest just to guard against these injuries. Of course, every save is different. This is the AI doing that, or computer doing this. You guys can see a pattern developing with a player with injuries, and maybe just your training methods to accommodate that. So how did he do? So what did they get for him in the end? So went to Celtic for £13 million and got 21 goals and 1 in the Scottish Premier League. Then he got 24 and 4, then 20 and 4, then 6 moved to Fulham that season for £25 million, which is not a bad deal. and then he got 17 goals and no assists, 17 in the league. Not bad. So like I said, a solid Premier League striker, and I think if you can get him early on, you've got something. Got something here. He's not over. He's better technical now than he was. He's also got 14 marking on him, which is interesting for a striker. I'm still assuming that his player traits are the same as they are. So a really good striker, and got eye for goal in the Premier League. I mean, it's a goal-ish every other game, isn't it? 33-17, so 30 would be 15. Yeah, it's about a goal every other game. It was just short of that, give or take. I'm not great at maths, so I think, yeah, but I'm not. It's not far off that, is it? It's not bang on it, but it's not far. I think 18 and 33 will be more goal game, wouldn't it? But it's not far anyway. Either way, I think my maths is not great, but I think I got that right. I like him. I think he's a little gem for a save that you maybe can't afford to go for the elite strikers in the world that the go-to Wonderkids are. But you're thinking, you know what? £30 million or whether the fee is at the start of the game when you try to negotiate it. Worth a little punt. Definitely. And Villa may be a really good club to have him at because they won't necessarily keep him because they may have other ideas for striker. Right, guys, let's continue. One last jump and see if that goal return continues in the Premier League. So guys, Nottingham Forest, and again, we're not going to focus too much on this aspect of the player because these will drop off massively when it gets to 32, but again, good finishing, good first touch, good composure, anticipation, and physical's not bad for a 32-year-old. Injury record, again, you can see a lot of them, but again, most of them seem to be days, but there is a concern. But again, you may be able to help this by adjusting your training schedule for him. So Fulham kept him for 3 seasons and he got a £72 million move to Nottingham Forest, £82 million potential fee, and he got 8 goals, 2 assists. They got robbed. They got run from his career. Did they get a takeover? Yep, they got a tycoon takeover, so they just basically flush with money. Oh, well, they were until 38. Yeah, he's not a bad striker, but he's not worth £72 million. I think they just got a lot of money and just saw a guy scoring goals. Oh, we'll go get him. And they just leave the hype and not really focused on him. But I like him. For the fees that they've paid down here for him, 25 and 30 million pound. There, £30 million, less than £30 million for him is a bargain deal. I think that is a stupid fee, but then again, maybe a little lush with money. I like him a lot. I think he's not overly expensive. You can get him out of Villa seemingly for a free transfer if things go your way. And if he hits that 160, he's a good slow Premier League striker. I think because of the injuries, it could be worth having him as, yes, a good option. Maybe not your main striker, because if you build a team around him, he gets injured. But for the right money, you got a good striker here. I think he's very, very good. So thank you for the suggestion, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the video, and sorry for the lateness in it, but with PC having problems and me just want to get away from PCs for 5 minutes, it's an issue. My dog is now scratching the corner of my door, so I'm going to have to end this relatively quickly before she breaks and thrusts the paint off it. Don't forget, guys, down below, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily FM content. Slightly disrupted during the PC problems, but we'll get back to it as soon as I possibly can. And down below in the comment section, if you've got a player you think should be looked at, let me know in the comment section. Name, position, age, nationality. Also in the description, schedule for this series so you can see when your videos, what's coming up, when it's going to go live, and all that kind of stuff. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.